What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Thursday, October 13th, 2022. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, fixed air moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Hope everybody's doing well. Let's take a look at the video horoscope for today. Sun's coming into 20 degrees of Libra. Venus is at 18. They're tight. It's the third decan. It's a higher level of relating here. We all got to figure out our stories. We all got to figure out our strength, figure out who we are so that we can relate better and in a more aligned, beautiful way. Look at life, hopefully in a way that does feel very Venusian, very beautiful, very creative, but also, intellectual, also stimulating, also, bringing up all the questions we have about what is in alignment. What are the middle things here, and how we can really justify what we want to see from outside source, because there's a lot of different relationship aspects that are going on here. We're seeing Venus trine Saturn. The Sun just tried Saturn. Like, we're definitely at a point where we gotta really make decisions on what is a beautiful alignment outside of self. And there's extremes there. There's a lot of polarity here. But dang, when you're making positive decisions on a day like this around who you are giving your energy to or relating to or what you're building a relationship with, these contracts can definitely go the distance if they're in alignment. And we'll be tested on if they are or not when we get this energy in Libra here square Pluto. That's, just a week away. So important as we come into these eclipses, these are important, last minute almost decisions before we really see what's meant to stick around and what isn't. And for what it's worth, if you make decisions about relationships right now and they don't work out in the next couple weeks or over the next couple months, do not beat yourself up. It was a good lesson about what is actually aligned and what is not. So don't think that you have to make the end-all be-all decision right now. Just whatever feels right, whatever is keeping you curious too, with the moon in Gemini, these are important. I think that the relationships do have to be based around stimulation. They have to be based around conversation. They have to be based around a lot of things. The moon's going to trine over to Mercury as well. So we have to be able to express our feelings. We have to be able to express our truths. We have to be able to go back and forth. We have to be able to debate. It's hard to relate to people or energy outside of self right now if it's so stuck in one belief or one opinion that there's no room for more knowledge or learning another perspective. That's where beautiful alignments are right now, is just the being able to have a difference of opinion, but still find a middle ground, still come to a place of balance. That's where today is really important too. Mars, of course, is still square Neptune. That's not going away. This is kind of preachy to me too, in a way. A lot of preaching about these big beliefs or how the universe works or what the right thing to do is or how to be compassionate. It's definitely just being in your spiritual truth, being connected to the identity that you are and that high character. I think that that's still so important, and that will, of course, help us out. The moon also is going to square Juno. So it's just interesting. Relationships are such a big point right now that, they're subject to change too. You're either seeing what's fully committed and beautiful, and there's, an unconditional love aspect to the life that we're leading, the relationships we're living through and creating, and, what is not, and what's actually toxic too, or these long commitments or contracts that we, think that we're stuck in forever. You have to know too that it's perfectly okay to change your mind. When new evidence shows up or when new facts are presented in life, you can definitely change things up. The moon will also sextile Jupiter in the morning. So, very nice. I feel like today is just facts are coming at you. Just make sure that you're finding your beautiful alignment within yourself and able to express your truth. And, if somebody's pushing you around right now, don't, let that happen, but, create space. And I feel like it's very easy to see like where you can have open dialogue and conversation and where you can't. You don't have to force your opinion or belief just because someone disagrees with you. And if someone's forcing them, their belief or their opinion or their alignment or whatever they think the world needs to be going right now, like, you don't have to take that either, but you can, listen to it and see if it aligns. And if it doesn't and it's too pushy, like, you don't have to sign that contract. You don't have to consent to these relationships or these bonds in life. Also, so remember that there's an excitement to today that it does want to change. It does want to make things happen, but gosh, relationship decisions are definitely important right now. You're going to get, graded on this, if you will, from the universe coming up very soon. Don't trip on the grade. Use it as an experience. Grade yourself. It's not necessarily that the universe is grading you, but grade yourself, but don't beat yourself up. Like we were trained like, oh, you get an F, you suck. Like actually get an F if it's something you actually want to keep pursuing and learn. It's a good example of where you can put more effort in. So it's where you put effort to improve, you will improve. If you don't find value there, then who cares if you got an F? Move on to putting your energy into a relationship or something that you do want to put your effort into. I think that's very important. Things that keep you stimulated, excited. These are important things. You don't have to stay stuck in like a boredom purgatory or feeling like you can't express your true self. This is definitely, put yourself out there exactly as you are. If people can't accept that, well, that's really not your problem in the grand scheme of things. What is the cards for the day? I don't know. Tower card reverse. It's interesting. I feel like we can feel like things are crumbling or that they're so dramatic or scary when really they're not. Like we just need to move forward. We just need to progress and make better contracts and situations in life that are not feeling Tower Moment-esque or feeling like they suck or they're just too intense. Like I feel like we almost like the intensity more than we need to right now. Like just make life beautiful. It's actually not that hard. We just, for some reason, I think get stuck in Tower moments in life. Like move on, time to go to the star. Ace of Wands in reverse. Feeling like we don't want to take that baton from God. Like there can't be passionate, amazing, creative, loving new beginnings out there. There sure can be. For anybody out there that feels like they're stuck in a relationship or a commitment to something that they're no longer in alignment with, you're not stuck. God has given you plenty of opportunity to get out. You just have to own your power and your truth and say what's on your mind and be completely honest, and you can get on to the next chapter. 3 of Coins. If you're not working with the right people or building the right life with the right people, it's not going to be a beautiful product in the end. It's not going to be, you're not going to get the aesthetic you want. Teamwork makes the dream work. We got to be working with people on the team that you can go back and forth with. If you can't express your true thoughts or opinions, whether there's an agreement or not, and it's just go straight to a fight, it doesn't need to be that way. Not every disagreement has to be a yelling match or an argument. We don't have to be so dogmatic. Like we really need to focus on valuable relationships that are working with the right people. It's very important, especially right now. I love you all very much. I hope you have a beautiful Thursday, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Much love. Peace.